Hello, welcome to another video. I am your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I will be your captain for today's flight. Today it's going to be what we like to call an Atoll adventure. Basically it's a random type sort of flight because I'm a little bit too ignorant. I have no real clue as to where I am. I know it's on the Gilbert Islands, and it's on the island. I have a hard time pronouncing the name. It's Tabiteuea. If I probably upset a lot of Tabiteueans. It is not my intention, obviously. If anyone can help me on the actual pronunciation, please be my guest. I love to learn. I stumbled upon this when I was checking the map in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and well, I'm gonna say it looked nice. These were some really interestingly shaped islands, a group of islands. And they were like really thin and long, elongated. They look like a sort of worm shaped, like a what's it called, a rainworm or something like that. So yeah, decided to just hop on in and explore a little bit. Today we are using the Piper Arrow number 3. As you can see, it's standing here, well, what should be sort of a parking at the airport. I'm not really sure what is going to be the runway. We could just humor ourselves and have a little look at the VFR map. Let's see if anything makes any kind of sense to us, but as you can see, it doesn't really. So I bet we should just go ahead and take off. But here you can see the shape of this particular island. And there's a lot of this here, really quite a lot. I do believe this aircraft is probably not the fastest to explore everything today, but nonetheless, you know, maybe we can come back later. But I did feel like, you know, just having a little look and see what we can see. So that's precisely what we're going to do. There are some houses here, so people do actually live here. So they must have a really interesting life if you think about it, man. I mean, for us city dwellers, you know, to be living basically like on an island, like, you know, that remote. The Gilbert Islands, it's interesting. They say about this island, population numbered 5,261. They were numbered in 2015. They have customary fishing practices related to the lagoon and the open ocean. It's an interesting place, so let's just hop in and see what we can find. Well, looks like the wind is quite strong. Anyway, it is the Piper Arrow. It's always a little bit different than the one I'm used to flying. The principles are the same. The battery and the alternator. The fuel pump goes too low. You have all your lights, turn them all up. Got some instrument panel lights as well, although it is the middle of the day where we are now. Full mixture, and the prop RPM goes to full as well. Where is the fuel tank? We select tank number 1, it starts whirring. Maybe set the altimeter. We are using real world time and real world weather. what else remains, I believe it is just to start up the engine. Let's just check here what the ESP says. Let's enable the co-pilot, and let's get rid of the tie downs and the chokes. Oh my god, I believe the simulator is hanging again. That is pretty funked up, man. It's funked up beyond all recognition. So that means no flight today. Just going to have a little music then. So we're just jamming a little bit now. You know what? Let's just turn down the sound for the hanging flight simulator now, because this poor thing is not going anywhere. Yes, I'm sorry about the application hanging again. I tried flight yesterday and it hung as well. Don't know what's going on. Maybe I broke my flight simulator. Not really sure. We can make it work if we are guided by love. We can make it work if we are guided by love. There ain't nothing stopping us from love. There is plenty for the both of us. Let ourselves be guided by love. We can make it work if we are guided by love. We can make it work if we are guided by love. There is nothing stopping us from love. Easy enough. Just close our eyes. The heart is strong, stronger than the will to survive. That blows ass, man. It just really blows ass. I've left, as you can see, I've left the sim running for a while, but it is completely unresponsive. Oh, look, it's responding again, is it? Oh, look at that, it's responding again. Oh, what do you know? Well, let's go fly. See if we can crash it again. So where were we? We were in the middle of some startup. My apologies. Hey there, Stanley. How are you doing? Oh, Mr. Stanley, Leroy. Yeah. So, let's just get the sound back for you guys. There you go. There's the sound of the simulator. So that was an interesting start of this stream. Unforeseen, but obviously they do not call me the funky scene pilot for nothing. I've always got a guitar or a bass guitar here, so. Okay, so let's run up the engine a little bit. Have a sip of the cola. And we will set the flaps for the takeoff. And let's have a look, which direction are we going to take off? Let's see if we can turn around to the left here and try not to hit that building. So that was interesting. I have no clue what happened there. I do reserve some bit of reality for the fact maybe I just got freaked out a little bit over nothing, but I've had some experiences the other day where it just completely locked up on me. Okay, so full power. Let's see if we can get the hell out of here. Oh, it looks like we are about to run out of runway. Let's take off. Phew. Okay, gear up. And let's trim it. We do not want to land in the water. Flaps go up too. Okay, so we're airborne. Let's trim her down a little bit. And what are we looking at? Well, it's an interesting shape of the island, so let's just fly over it and see what it looks like. Oh, is it dropping the gear now? That's not what I wanted. The gear is still down. Go up, please. Oh, so there you go. I believe if you give this one nudge, let's just see, the gear should be up now. Was this one little nudge? Yes, and then this little blinking light goes off. And obviously we cannot fly on full power the whole time. Let's maybe reduce the feather as well. Okay, so that was an interesting start for sure. Let's trim her out a little bit. And try to maintain some sort of level flight. So here we are. Or like I don't know how many miles from the island of Hawaii. Quite far actually. So this is the Tabiteuea, what it's called. It's an atoll in the Gilbert Islands. It is the bigger and the most populated of the Gilbert Islands. So this is the one end. You can turn around and go to the other end. So I wonder where they're keeping this population of 5,200 and something people. Surely they're not all on this island, right? Let's have a look-see. Mr. Stanley, so nice of you to come join us for today's flight. Man, your eyes are a little bit red. Have you been smoking again? Dude, what did I tell you about smoking on these flights, man? Like cigarettes, cigars, it's okay, you know, but do not smoke any of the ganja, you know? It is not good for you. You may think it is, but it is not. Let's set the squawk 1200. It looks like there is at least one road here along the coastal line. There's some foresting going on. Man, this must be a beautiful place to stay. But where do they keep all the people? Surely not on this island. I'm sorry if I seem extremely ignorant here. There's some houses there. Excuse me for invading your personal bubble there, my friend. Hello, Stanley. Maybe we should just go and fly a little bit lower. What do you say? Let's get down and dirty. You know what I mean. Looks like there's a little harbor to the left there coming up. There's a little tree lost on a little island. This would almost appear like some resort or something. That's probably because I would like it to be. Excuse me, I had to mute the microphone there. so it would not cough into your ears. So here's that road that we saw earlier, going all the way. Well, it is definitely a very interesting place, man. I'm curious to see what else lies up ahead. The color of the sea looks really nice. So I wonder what shaped these islands to look like this. It's almost like it belonged to the rim of like an impact crater or something. So I do believe they have another airfield as well on this very island. The island we took off from was actually the north airport, and there was also a south one, I believe, which obviously, judging by the name, would be fair to assume. Look at this, man. Getting seasick from my own flying. It is definitely nice weather here. No one's going to argue. So we are flying, yeah, we are flying southish, sort of, okay. So what do you know, maybe there is an airport there on the far end. And look at these shapes, they're so interesting. All oriented the same way. Perhaps wind is a big factor, or was a big factor in the for these shapes to end up the way they did. I'm sure this information is available. I personally have a hard time reading and talking at the same time. There's a little bridge there. So I did check the Skyvector website, and man, the first navigational beacon, if you will, is about, I believe it's about over 1 hour and 45 minutes away with this kind of aircraft, which for today's flight goes beyond the scope of what I had intended. But it is quite big, man. I mean, if you think about it, we're going quite fast. We're in an aircraft. You know, nothing is stopping us. And we're still going, and the island range is like still going on. All the way to there, it would seem. Turning on the landing lights and the fuel pump. Do not need them at the moment. It's pretty cool. So can you imagine, what if this place, what if a storm breaks out, you know? You would think the whole island range is just going to vanish into the ocean. Apparently it did not, or maybe very apparently most of it did, and all the high peaks are what remains, but I would not start assuming as such. Well, maybe over a period of hundreds of thousands of years, perhaps, but oh, and there goes another sneeze. These are interesting times for the sneezer and for the cougher. But we have survived ice times, ice ages, so we will survive. We will survive some stupid virus. So it just keeps on going, man. I almost feel like playing with the weather controls and just let the sea go like completely crazy with wind, you know. But for now I will try and behave. And well, just remain in real world time and weather. I will be stepping away from the cockpit for just couple of seconds, because I will need to get my throat lubricated and get a little drink. So let's just hope we do not crash. In the meantime, I will be trim it up one little nudge, and I will be back within 2 shakes of the lamb's tail. Okay, so here we are. I got a nice little refreshing drink. Na zdrowie. So obviously you are drifting a little bit now. So let's compensate. Let's have a look at the water. Look at that. About 1,000 feet. It's putting the nose down manually a little bit. The airplane does feel like it wants to be it wants to be trimmed, like so, a little bit. There you go. So apparently there are definitely flights to and from this place. What I could see was the Tabiteuea North Airport served twice a week by Air Kiribati from Bonriki on Taraba. It operates scheduled passenger services to 20 atolls spread over an area of 3.5 3.5. I'm not really sure how to interpret that. There's an airport. Well, the least we can do is touch down there. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's first fly over this bit a little bit here. Man, this looks so inviting. To just swim or just wade in the water a little bit. Oh, there's this tiny little island there. So you imagine you're just chilling here, and then you go do a little race with your friends, and you swim to the island. Maybe it's where the couples go when they make out. Imagine the stars you see here at night, man. Must be swarming. Alright, so let's do the left turn. Try and maintain the altitude by trimming. Definitely need to be trimming a little bit more. Try and hold it while we're in the turn. Something like this. Let's drop the gear and the flap to the 1 and reduce the power. Shows descending ever so slightly, 400 feet per minute. Let's bring it back to about 100. Let's have a little look outside as well. So this is definitely an interesting place. It's nice, sometimes you get to these places that you never heard of before. Okay, so we are very close to the airport. Let's have a look. It should be there. Okay. Oh, are we ready to go in yet? Let's reduce the speed and extend the flap. We just make a little left turn here. And try not to descend too quickly. The flaps go full. The nose wants to go up now. Okay, so let's be careful now because we are level and the speed will drop. So let's go over the center line a little bit more and then we turn left. We are getting fairly close here to the ground. Let's power up now before it is too late. Let's cut the power and go in guerrilla style. Okay, so we are down. The flaps can go up. I like the sounds in this airplane. I've never flown aircraft like this myself. Never been in one. But it does appear realistic, but I am not to judge. But the sound, seems to make sense. So you think this is the wind causing the aircraft to shake like this? I actually assume it is. Let's cut the engine for a bit. So it does look like one big part of it was actually the spinning rotor blades there. I know that it can actually indeed affect the attitude of the aircraft. Excuse me. So let's have a look. We are here now. Let's see. Let's go GPS tracking. So we're at the South Island now. If we were to go, so what did we fly? Yeah, so we flew from there to here. So that is nothing. Do we have any other airports? There is one. But November Golf Bravo Romeo. Could be to a heading of 08, I don't know, 3085. I will show you the charts for the area for a little bit. And you can see that there is hardly anything to see here. So this is where we took off. Actually north, I think it's where we are now, isn't it? No, it's where it took off, and then we flew to south. Does not appear to be on here anywhere. There is one NDB. If you were to choose this as a destination, it would take us about 45 minutes. With a speed of 110, this aircraft, let's check what is the speed for this beautiful little plane. It's probably around 140, 160, 150. So could maybe be like 30 minutes. Let's say we enter 145 as it'll be 34 minutes. And would there be anything in between? Who can tell? There's nothing on this chart. It is scary. There's something happening here. There's a little private airport there. So maybe something interesting to check on another street. So I think for today, maybe what I will do is take off and fly back and just land somewhere, and then we call it a day. So make sure go up, prop go up. I did not. Let's see, can we? Oh, we can start it again like this. There you go. Okay. Flap to the takeoff position, and let's get going. Definitely some wind here. I'm trying to keep it straight. Taking off. Gear goes up. The flap goes up. And we are to go to the right. This is a little bit of a severe climb. I'm not very comfortable with this. I'm still trying to trim it. And oh, we landed the opposite direction, so we actually should turn around. Okay. My apologies. We'll just do this. Make sure we are not descending. So maybe now it's fun to play around with the with the weather or the light. See what this is going to do for us. Oh. This always makes it look quite cool. There's the moon. Or what we could maybe do real world time, but the weather, we just go mess it up. So now it's clear skies, and let's just do storm, see what's going to happen. Oh my god, man, are we even going to live? Oh man, you do not want to fly here like this now. Look at that. Oh my god, there's really absolutely nothing you can see. This total madness. All I'm holding on to now is our rate of climb, so that we are not descending. But this is totally undoable. Obviously there's an extreme that we chose. What if we do rain? The poor frame rate, we're kicking its ass, man. Could probably try just wind, but I do not feel like it. Just go live weather, lifetime, and get rid of it. So all of a sudden we are in clouds. That is quite new development. Oh, looks like we've been blown away off our course by the bad weather that we were playing with. Well, this seems like a very peaceful place to land and get some shot eye. I would imagine this is the kind of place where you go to a bar and you're just drinking beers and having talks with the great white sharks and orcas and dolphins and the octo squids and all those animals, you know. They're like, hey Oben, what are you doing in a place like this? And then the big whale just buy you a drink, you know. That's an interesting fantasy in my head now. To sit down and have a drink with a great white, and he starts telling jokes and he starts telling stories and anecdotes. Like maybe his nephew got stuck in a fisherman's net, and then through the fisherman and his net he found his wife, and the little boy that they had is running the bar, you know. I mean, a lot is possible, not everything, but a lot is possible. So the place that we just landed on just now had a proper airfield. or like a proper runway, I should say. I don't believe I will be able to really easily identify the place that we are supposed to touch down now, because, well, obviously it did not really appear to have any typical sort of runway. It was like a grassy runway. Let's see if we can go full speed for a little bit, and hopefully we do not kill the engine. I do not believe it's good to fly full speed in the aircraft, because it also actually has a warning here. Overboost. I believe that's this one. Not really sure. Not too technical. So this would mean the maximum speed now is 150. And I think I feel like just setting it down somewhere. Preferably one of the really small islands. Let's do that. So, reducing power. Let's control the rate of descent a little bit. And I saw this nice little island there. Hopefully we can land. Oh, maybe that one. I was thinking of this one. Obviously it's a little hard to judge how big it is. But that is part of the fun, isn't it? You should be able to land on fairly short runways. Let's drop the gear, and hopefully we create some drag. I do not believe it's dropping the gear now. Probably we are going a little bit too fast. Let's check outside. See, we're not dropping the gear. The lights are not on. We got a warning light. Warning, gear unsafe. Okay. So let's trim it up. It will definitely bleed off a lot of energy. The gear is coming. Oh, let's trim it up. No, let's just pull up then. Well, that is a close one. Okay, but at least we got a look now. Well, we should definitely be able to land here. So that's precisely what we're going to do. Let's just trim up, we get the attitude under control, get some flaps in. Maybe a little more power, because it does not really want to go up now. And that does not make me very happy. Okay, now we got to be careful. This turn should probably be fine, but we should definitely try not to lower the nose now. As long as we do not lower the nose, also do not want to gain altitude really. Just prefer to just stay right where we are. There you go, something like this. I go flap full. Let's just go in guerrilla style. Speed is fairly low, so a little more power to the engine. And this is where we will touch down tonight. Or where we will perish. It is interesting with a little hill. Definitely a challenge. some power in, please. There you go. Idle. Let me just set it down. There we are. We're down. Manual braking. Here we are, man, in the middle of the ocean on an island. Just turn off the engine. Stanley, thank you so much for keeping your cool, man. Flaps can go down. Turn off the avionics, the lightings, everything. Aircraft completely cold. Oh, you can hear the ocean in the background. Maybe we can go and tie down the plane, put the chokes there as well. Open the door. Excuse me. See if we can get out. Yes, we can. So here we are. This reminds me of a game I played called Stranded Deep. Let me know if you feel the same. You're standing at an island and you see another island in the distance. And it sort of look like this. And then you go left, you see, hey, there's another island as well. You can go there, you get resources. It's like a survival game. It's pretty nice. They made it pretty cool. So here we are, people. Part of me feels like just turning off the microphone and just leave the stream running for an hour or so, just to listen to the sound of the waves there. Could maybe just lower the microphone a little bit and get the game sound up a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Just going lower and lower and lower. Something like that. I know myself, I cannot help myself. My mouth just keeps moving. Alright, so the sound will go back normal. So thank you very much for checking, everybody, and welcome to the Windows XP desktop. We finally made it. We beat Microsoft. Who would have actually expected that Microsoft Flight Simulator contains the Microsoft Windows XP desktop background picture in the game? I never knew, I never would have expected. But nonetheless, it is there. Thank you everybody for checking the video. I'm sorry for the interesting start of the stream, but it was an interesting one nonetheless. It's time to call it a day. Next time, let's use another aircraft and maybe we can go explore a little bit more. If you come across this video, if you are one of the lucky select people who come across this video on the entire internet, then it means you have reached the very last page of the internet probably. So then make sure to leave a comment or a like and all that miserable crap. And most especially if you got any ideas for what to explore in this area, then please let me know. In any case, I will be back with another video shortly. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing you there again. And as always, I am your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. Thank you very much for checking. See you next time. Bye bye.